particular emotion or something that's happened. Sometimes songs come through and you don't really know what they're about, you know, and maybe the meaning kind of reveals itself a week later, a month later, years later, and there's still a lot of songs that I still don't know what they're about, you know, but they give me a feeling, you know, and when this song came through, I was feeling good. I was in Hawaii and kind of taking some time off and writing songs and in the sun and the beach and all these things, and this song came through and I thought, oh, that's interesting, you know. I'm good. I don't need any healing right now. You know, I just thought, okay, that's a beautiful song, and we'll record it and move on, I guess. A month later, so right before we were about to leave, I was going to go down to Australia to play this big festival down there called the Byron Bay Blues Festival, and it was something that we had worked really hard to get on. It was you know, a few years of trying to get on the bill, and we finally got on the bill, and I was like, oh man, this is amazing, we're going to go down there, first time going there, it's going to be epic. All that. And right before we were about to leave, I got really sick, like really sick, and I had to be in the hospital for a week or so, and I had to cut my dreads, and I was just in a really bad way, you know, and at that moment, you know, I'm sitting in the hospital bed looking at my Instagram, all my homies down there in Australia just like crushing it, you know, just feeling super low, you know. This happened at the worst time, you know, it's the worst time, you know. And all of a sudden I remembered the song, you know, you can't rush your healing. And I was like, yeah, it was just kind of a moment, you know, and I think when we have these moments of we feel like something's happening at the wrong time, you know, these types of things, we just stress so intensely, you know. And anyhow, we didn't go, obviously. I had to cancel the trip, and my wife was going to Nepal and I was going to be in Australia. She canceled her trip and we stayed in LA, and just kind of was recuperating. And about a month or so later, the earthquake happened in Nepal, the massive one that happened in 2014, 15, something like this. And we were really worried because so many of our friends and family lived there, and we were all freaked out, and it was just a huge catastrophe, you know. And then it hit us. It was like, I said to Emery, I said, would you have been there, you know, if you didn't cancel your trip, you know? And we looked at the dates and we realized that she would have been in Kathmandu that day when the earthquake happened. And I always say to her, you know, whenever we're in a fight or anything, I say, just remember, I saved your life. And it doesn't work really well. You know, in that moment, I recognized time in a different way, you know. My grandmother said that time is such a wonderful gift, and she said that to me when her time was up, you know, when she was crossing over, and I thought it was just such an interesting thing to say at that point in her life. And it's a line that I think about a lot. You know, in the West here, we think so much about time as this tick-tock thing, you know. We're always trying to beat the clock, and we gotta do things quickly, and everything has to happen, you know, fast, and it's just this very kind of linear thing, you know. And I think it's kind of an unhealthy relationship, and as yeah, as I think about that line more deeply, I tend to think of time as a spirit, as something that is a cycle, rather than a straight line, and something that is arranging everything perfectly, like I said earlier, even the worst things in our lives, the most just awful things in our lives, we think, why is this happening right now? This is the worst time, Maybe it's not the worst time. Maybe it's happening at the perfect moment, to set something up, down the line. And we may not figure that out. We may not know what that is. We may not, understand it, but if we had the faith and trust, in the eternal now, that in this moment I'm exactly where I need to be in this moment. In this moment, I know everything that I need to know. And if I don't know it, I don't need it, I just think we would live our lives so much differently. It's something that I try to work on. But anyhow, this one is inspired by my grandmother, Mama, and for all of you. I can't rush it yet. It comes to me upon the strings. When I hear it, will I sing? Well, I can't say it's my creation. Staying patient, what it brings. Let me say I'm coming home, but I don't know what's right or wrong. I just keep on believing, passing down an old song, an old song. Where everybody's got that chapter of darker days. Saturn seems to be returning, and its essence can't be tamed. Some may like to fight it, try and plan a secret attack. But the more you push it, the more it's pushing you back. You can't rush your healing. Darkness has its teachings. Love is never leaving. You can't rush the healing, your healing. Mama, well, she told me time is such a wonderful gift. You're not running out, you're really running in. Confusion clouds the heart, but it also points the way. Quiet down the mind, the more the song will play. So you can't run You can't rush your healing. Darkness has its teachings. Love is never leaving. You can't rush your healing. Your healing.